Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 5 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Divide Decimals. The lessons we're going to cover today are divide by powers of 10, decimal division patterns over increasing place values, division with decimal quotients word problems, division with decimal quotients. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I'm on grade 5 math. Chapter we are on right now is divide decimals. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is divide by powers of 10. 1 divided by 100. Count the number. So we have two zeros here, right? So we have only one. We are dividing it by the one. So you want to move the decimal point two places to the left. So starting from one, you need to move two places left. So you only have one place. Add another place and now move decimal point two places left. So it is 0.01. The correct option is 0.01. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. One divided by 100, that's the one we just did on the tutorial. You need to count the number of zeros in the divisor. We have two zeros. So you need to move decimal point two places left. So you have only one place. Add another place and now move two places left. It would be 0.01. Option number one is the correct option, that is 0.01. Option number one is the correct option. Nine divided by 10. So the divisor only has one zero, right? So you need to move decimal point one place left. So it would be moved from here to here. So that is 0.9. Option number two is the correct option. 0.9 it is. Option number 3 is the correct option. 954 divided by 10. So answer has only one and the divisor has only one zero. So you need to move decimal point one place left. So move decimal point from here to here. So it is 95.4. The correct option is option number 1, that is 95.4. 33,972 divided by 100. So we need to divide it by the 100. 100 has two zeros. So you need to move decimal point two places. I don't know what's wrong with this. Right? This annotator 33,972 divided by 100. 100 has two zeros. So you need to move decimal point two places left. That is 339.72. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option, 339.72. Okay, 8 divided by 10, which is the correct option. 8 divided by 10 is 0.8. Option number 2 is the correct option. 6,932 divided by 10, which is the correct option. You need to move decimal point one place left. So it is 693.2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. 7 divided by 10 equals 0.7. Option number 3 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. One divided by 100. Okay, we need to move to the next lesson. Decimal division patterns over increasing place values. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, 460.35. You just have to look at the movement of the decimal point. The decimal point is here. Now decimal point is moved from here to here. So you move two places left. So it would be 100. Got it? Now that is after the 3. So the decimal point is moved again from here to here. So again you need to divide it by the 100 because decimal point moves two places left. Okay, so we don't have decimal point over here. Like that means the decimal point is here. So the decimal point is moved from here to two places left. Again, it is divided by 100. And the decimal point is moved from, you have a 0 also from here to here. So again, it would be two places left. So the correct option is they all are dividing by the 100. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, that is the one we just did. So they all are dividing by the 100. So option number 1 is the correct option. Now we need to So the number is dividing by 10. You need to move decimal point one place. This is the answer. So it is moved from here to here. So that is 821.4. That is dividing by two zeros. So again, that is the decimal point would be at two places, right? So it is 821.4. So it is dividing by three zeros. So the decimal point would be three places, right? Again, so all these numbers are 821.4. Option number one is the correct option. They all are 821.4. Okay, 120.07. So just look at the movement of the decimal point. So the decimal point would be here. So it is moved two places left. That means it is dividing by 100. So the decimal point is moved from here to here again, two places left. So they all are dividing by 100. Option number one is the correct option. Nine hundred and 9,108. So the decimal point is moved three places left. So it would be divided by 1,000. Okay, decimal point is moved from another zero to here. So it is divided by 1,000. Decimal point is moved three places left. Option number one is the correct option. They all are dividing by 1,000. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is The next one is division with decimal quotients, word problems. Tanir, 21 miles. Tanir's car used 2 gallons of gas. How many miles per gallon did Tanir's car get? You need to divide 91 by 2. Long division method. Start with the first digit, that is 9. You need to count a table of 2 until 9. So 2 times 4 is 8. Now 9 take away 8 is 1. Bring the next one down, that makes 11 over here. You need to count a table of 2 until 11. So we can go for 2 times 5 is 10. So 11 take away 10 is 1. You don't have any other digit over here. So you need to add a decimal point over here. Also the decimal point in the answer and a 0 over here. So you need to go 2 times 5 is 10. So the answer is 45.5. Let's just start with the test questions. That's the one we just did, Tanir. You use 2 gallons of gas. You need to divide it by the 2. So you need to count a table of 2 until 9. So basically you have to count 2 times what number is 9. So we can go for 2 times 4 is 8. 9 take away 8 is 1. Now you need to bring the next digit down, that makes it 11. We can go for 2 times 5 is 10. We have 1 here, but we don't have any other digit over here. So add a decimal point over here and over here also, and a 0 over here. So we can go for 2 times 5 is 10. So the correct option is 45.5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay. Leon 5 kilometers of caffeine 6 days. So basically you have to divide 465 by 6. So we need to count a table of 6 until 46. So 6 times what number is 46? 6 times 8 is 48. So we can go for 6 times 7, that is 42. 6 minus 4 is 2 is 4. Now bring the next digit down, that is 45. So we can go for again 6 times 7 is 42. We have 3 here. Now you need to put a decimal point over here and over here also. You need to count and at a 0 you need to count a table of 6 until 30. So 6 times, so what number is 30? 6 times 5 is 30. That is 77.5. That is 77.5. Option number one. The next one is okay, let's just go back. I think there is something wrong with the test questions because the website is just the new one. So there is the some things are not working on the website. So I need to inform the says 45.5. That is 77.5. So I think we need to move on to next lesson because the test questions are not loading. Division with one divided by two. I'm going to start with the test questions so we can do more questions. Slide 1 divided by 2. You cannot divide 1 like this. So you need to add a decimal point over here and a 0 over here. Now we can go for 2 times 5 is 10. So the correct option is 0.5. The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. 0.5 it is. 852 divided by 8. 852 divided by 8. So we can go for 8 times 1 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Now bring the next digit down, that is 5. You cannot divide 5 by 8 because 5 is smaller than 8. Add another 0 and bring the next digit down and add a 0 over here. So now we can go for 8 times 6 is 48. We have 4. Add a decimal point over here and in the answer also add a 0. 8 times 5 is 40. That is 106.4. The correct option is that is a 106.5. Option number 1 is the correct option. 469 divided by 5. Let's just divide. 469 divided by 5. We need to count a table of 5 until 46. So we can go 5 times 9 is 45. 6 take away 5 is 1, bring 9 down. We can go for 5 times 3 is 15. So 19 minus 15 is 4. Bring a decimal point, put a decimal point over here and a 0 over here. 5 times 8 is 40. So the correct option is 93.8. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 93.8. Option number 1 is the correct option. 151 divided by 5. So you can count 5 until 515. 5 times 3 is 15. Now bring 1 down. Put a decimal point over here. You need to add a 0 because you cannot divide 1. You in the same step you are adding, you are bringing another digit down. So you need to put a decimal point over here. That is 30.2. Option number 1 is the correct option. 5 divided by 2, which is the correct option. That is 2.5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 168.5. 7.5 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 80.5. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. So we were working on grade 5 math chapter. We were working on the lessons we have covered today are divide by powers of 10, decimal division patterns over increasing place values, division with decimal quotients word problem, and division with decimal quotients. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons you just did. That is your homework until session. So if you need more help with any, simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat all your questions and confusions if you have any. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the very important examples so that you can please make sure before the next session you can complete all questions for the lessons you just until next session. If you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and any. So any questions, please ask if you have any. Any questions? Questions?